Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again, and welcome to another video here at Wildman Lacquer. In today's video, we are jumping into part 32 of this huge haul of nail polish that I got on Facebook Marketplace. This haul is over 2,000 bottles, and we are on the second to last tote of all of these goodies. So we still have a lot more to go in this tote. This is going to be at least 2 videos, if not 3, maybe even more, because this is a pretty big sized tote. After this, we've got one more tote, and it is a smaller one, but still lots and lots to go through. After that, I'm going to sort all of the goodies that I've kept, make sure that I haven't kept any duplicate bottles, and then comes the fun part of comparing all of them. So without further ado, we're just going to jump on in. The first polish is going to be this one by Polish Addict. This one, oh, this actually has the maker's name here on the bottle, and this one is called Rumor. So this one is a Crelly in the denim blue base. It's got a load of glitter in it. It's also got long black bar glitters in it, as well as hex glitters and circle glitters in a variety of sizes. There's a lot of different shapes in here. Let's see. It does need a little bit of a shake. Let's take a peek on the brush. Yeah, definitely like a denim blue. You can see all the different colors there. There's pinks, greens, blues, oranges, silvers. This is a really fun mix, but I'm thinking it might be a little bit too busy for me. There's a lot of different colors going on. So while this is a very fun mix, ooh, it even has some very big glitters there. I think it might be a little bit too busy for me. So this one's going to go in the D stash. That is Polish Addict's Rumor. Next up, we have one from Square Hue. This one is called Rodeo Drive. And this one is like a light washed gold with a metallic finish. So this kind of a color reminds me of like a cross between a champagne and a light gold. It's actually a kind of a pretty color. I want to at least see how this one might swatch. It's also one that I don't think we've run into before, so we're going to add that to the keep pile. That is Square Hue's Rodeo Drive. Next up, we've got one from Picture Polish, and this one is called Heavy Metal. This one has seen some battle in the tote. It also is rather dried out, a little bit on the gloopy side. Might be able to fix it with some thinner though, so we're going to set this one aside and see if we can't fix it. It appears to be a larger particled shimmer in maybe a darker charcoal base. So yeah, we'll set that one aside, see if I can't fix it with some thinner. That's Picture Polish Heavy Metal. Next up, we've got a new to me brand. That is Nail Sauce, a new to me brand, I think. And this one is Flamingo Berry from the Go Wild collection. So this is a light strawberry milkshake pink with some matte glitters in a teal green, some fuchsia or magenta metallic glitters, and then some smaller little red speckles. This is actually a really cute combination. I like the soft pink base with the pops of color in the glitters. Yeah, this one's really cute. I think this could make a very fun mani, especially for spring. And it's one I know I don't have since this is a new to me brand. So this will go in the keep pile. That is Nail Sauce Flamingo Berry. Next up, ooh, we have another new to me brand. This is Liquid Glam Nail Lacquer, and this is the First Snow. Ooh, so this is a white Crelly with blue matte metallic glitters. Is that such a thing? They have a matte finish, but they still seem to have that metallic glimmer to them at the same time. Very interesting. So like I said, this is definitely a new to me brand, so I don't have this polish already. Yeah, that could be a really cute polish. Just trying to decide if this could compete with the other polishes that I already have in my collection. And I think I prefer polishes to be a little bit more complex, maybe with a shimmer component added or a slightly different particle size as well. And I think I've just been more excited about other colors, so I think we're going to go ahead and pass this one along. But that was our first Liquid Glam Nail Lacquer, and that is the First Snow. Go in the D-stash. Next up, we've got a Picture Polish, and this one is called Atomic. Ooh, this is interesting. So this is a very light silver white. You have a bunch of different shimmer particles. I'm seeing pinks, yellows, and golds. There's, I think, a hollow component in here as well. Let's see it on the brush. Oh yeah, definitely a hollow component in here. This has loads of sparkle and twinkle, and the little red shimmers I'm seeing in here are really, really pretty. This could make a really cute accent nail or a winter mani, and it's one I don't think we've run into before either, so this is going to go in the keep pile. That is Picture Polish's Atomic. Next up, ooh, we've got another Colors by Leroux. I think this is another UP polish. Oh, yep, it is their UP Top OG UP Topper. Yes, in fact, I think we may have already run into this polish before. Hang on. Maybe not. I think the one that I'm thinking of is this one, which is the UP Top Hollow Topper. And this one is the UP Top OG UP Topper. Interesting. So there is a difference. So if we didn't run into this already, we're definitely adding this to the collection. This kind of pigment is harder and harder to come by in the nail polish realm. I do have UP toppers from other brands though, so it's possible at some point I need to do a comparison of those as well, or just keep them all. I haven't quite decided, but in any case, this is a beautiful red to green to gold topper. Very, very beautiful twinkles in this kind of UP shimmer. It's just beautiful. So that's going in the keep pile as well. That's Colors by Leroux UP Top OG UP Topper. Next up, we have another square hue, and this one is called Ala Moana. And this is a beautiful blue. There is a subtle, larger shimmer particle in here that is like a silver, purple, and blue. Let's see it on the brush. There you can see that creamy tone of that blue and the little bits of shimmer on the brush and wand. So this is definitely a good summer color. I'm trying to decide if I already have enough in this shade range of blues. These summer blues, of course, can be more green, more blue, more translucent, more jelly, or straight up creams. This one does have that shimmer component. So I'm just trying to decide if I need another one to add, do some comparisons, and maybe we will. We'll just go ahead and add it. Why not? We're going to put that in the keep pile, at least until I can do those comparisons. So that is Square Hues Ala Moana. Next up, we have another picture polish, and this one is Ariel's Tail. Ooh, so we have a glitter. This is in a clear base, and we've got these mermaid green metallic glitters in a couple of different sizes. So this is one I don't think we've run into yet, although I want to say we did have one that had either Ariel in the name or another mermaid-inspired name. But that is a really beautiful polish. Definitely could be pretty over a lot of different colors. So that's going to the collection as well. That is Picture Polish Ariel's Tail. Next up, ooh, we've got a crow's toes. I was wondering about that label. So this one is called Even Sugar Melts in the Devil's Mouth. And this is an interesting one. You have this, I can't quite tell if it's a black base or a dark, dark purple, but you have a really beautiful mix of components in here. I think it is a dark purple. Yeah, look at that. Wow. And on the brush and wand, you can see all of the different twinkles of the components in there, the larger particled shimmer, as well as that silver flaky. That is gorgeous. This is definitely one that I don't have. The name does not sound familiar, and I have been really loving getting these older crow's toes since they don't make polish anymore. So this is going to go in the keep pile as well. That's Crow's Toes Even Sugar Melts in the Devil's Mouth. Next up, I think we have another new to me brand. This one is Gio Antonelli. Definitely a new to me brand. And this one is called Tentacao. Wow, how would you say that? Tentacao glitter? Maybe? I am really not sure. This is definitely a new brand. Beautiful magenta color. Look at that. It's got some micro glitters in there that I think are hollow and maybe a red speckle as well. That is beautiful. So it is a new to me brand for sure. And this is a very nice color. So obviously as a new to me brand, it's one that I'm not going to already have. So this is going to go in the keep pile as well. That is Gio Antonelli's Tentacao Glitter. Next up, we have a Love Angeline, and this one is called Pâtés de Fruits. Goodness, this tote has been giving me some tongue twisters. And this one is a bright summer orange, kind of that creamy neon sort of a color. There is a larger particled shimmer in here that is coming off as a pink, but I'm also seeing some gold in there. Now this is another one that I don't think we've run into before. Oh yeah, this is a beautiful color. A little bit on the squishy side. So I will have to see how squishy it ends up looking on the nail. I know for these corally orange peach shades, I really don't prefer them to be super sheer on my nails. If the polish has a really unique shimmer though, I could easily add it over another cream polish to give myself that boost in opacity, but this seems like a really nice color, and because it is somewhat of a creamy base, it might get opaque all on its own, so we're going to add that one to the keep pile as well. That is Love Angeline's Pâtés de Fruits. Next up, we have another Love Angeline, and this one is called Summer Sorbet. And this one is like a light peachy pink. It's more saturated than it's coming across on camera. I feel like on camera it's coming across as almost that like French nude color where there's barely any pigment at all, but it's definitely creamier and more pigmented than that, but not by a whole lot. There's a subtle shimmer in this one as well in a pink and gold. There it is on the brush. This one also seems to be kind of a squishy formula. Now, because this one is a pretty pale shade, I think on the brush it is showing up more pale than it was in the bottle when it's all layered up over itself. I think we will go ahead and add this one to the destash. I just think with this color, I prefer to be a little bit more punchy on my skin tone. So this will go in the destash. That is Love Angeline's Summer Sorbet. Next up, ooh, we have another crow's toes, and this one is Little Miss Cyanide. Okay, so in one of the other videos, we got Little Miss Sunshine, which was this one, and I was confused because I was thinking I had it. I have this one already. I have Little Miss Cyanide, and I didn't have Little Miss Sunshine, so that one ended up going in my keep pile, but I know I already have this one, so this one is going to go in the D-stash, but it is a beautiful color. I think they might have come out in maybe a duo because they do have a similar color idea, a purple with a green shimmer. So since I know I already have a bottle of this one, this is going to go in the D-stash. That is Crow's Toes Little Miss Cyanide. Next up, we have a Stardust polish, and this one is called Starry Night. Ooh, this is a really pretty polish, sort of a indigo blurple. There's a very strong linear hollow and a shifting shimmer. I think that goes from like a red to gold, and then there is a micro glitter in a hollow. This is really pretty. Maybe a little bit bluer in the bottle. Some of that purpley coloration might be coming from the mix between the base and that pink shimmer, but still a really beautiful combination, so we're going to add that to the collection. That is Stardust Polish Starry Night. Next up, we have one from Pie Colors. I think this might be the first bottle of this brand that we're getting in this haul, and this one is called Solana Pink .020. Now this one might be, yeah, a little, oh, maybe a lot of it on the gloopy side, but I don't think it's to the point where it's unfixable. Yeah, it's a bit sticky, but a really nice sort of a almost putty pink loaded with sparkles. That has potential. That is a really beautiful shade. It's one that I don't think I have from them either. I actually only have a handful of colors from this brand. So this is going to go in the Can I Fix It pile and see if a little bit of thinner, or maybe a lot of bit of thinner, can get this one back to working order. That is Pie Colors Solana Pink. Next up, we have another square hue, and this one is called Rapongi? Rapongi? I think we're going to go with a hard G. Rapongi, maybe? Oh, this is cute. So I was going to say that this looked like a lime green when I initially picked it up, but I think this is almost more on the pastel lemon lime, which I know kind of in the same color family, but this one has more of a soft, less pigmented color, so more of a lighter green. There is a red shimmer and it has iridescent flakies in it. I want to try this one. I want to at least see how this one swatches. It's got beautiful glitter in it, and I don't think I really have that much in this color family in my collection, so I want to see if I like this one. So that is Square Hues Rapongi going in the collection. Next up, ooh, we've got another from Illamasqua. So this is another brand that I've been really excited to find because prior to this haul, I didn't own any from this brand. And I think this is another company that no longer makes polish. So this one is called Speckle. And this is a very cute color in a light lavender shade with multiple different sizes of black glitters. In fact, maybe, I think some of the teeny tiny ones are actually purple as well. Now that is a really cute mix, definitely unique. Yeah, that is adorable. Very cute. Plus it's a purple, so this is going to go in the keep pile as well. That is Illamasqua's Speckle. Next up, oh my goodness, we have a unique one here. This one is Love Angeline, and this is one that has no label. And look at the unique mix here. We have this yellow leaning neutral color, maybe like a cupcake batter almost. And then there are these larger circle glitters in fuchsia and green. There's silver hollow. I think there's some yellow peeking through there and some purple. Wow. So like I said, this is definitely unique. It is rather yellow based though, so I'm trying to decide if this is one that I could see myself trying to wear. And yeah, I think it's just way too yellow, so we're going to go ahead and put that in the D stash. That is an unknown Love Angeline. Next up, we've got a glitter from Lush Lacquer, and this is called Seize the Moment. And this is an interesting glitter mix in a clear base. We have primary green, we've got bright blue, and then we have white matte glitters. So this is an interesting mix. We've got a couple of different sizes in all of those colors. I think some of the green might actually be metallic. There's a little bit of a shine on some of those. Maybe this will be one that we keep to try out, see if I can't find something that I might like this over. I do really like matte blue glitters and white matte glitters. It's the primary green in here that isn't really speaking to me, but I do really like the teeny ones in here, so I want to at least see if I can find a color that I might like this over, give it a try, and I know it's one that I don't have yet, so that is Lush Lacquer Seize the Moment. Next up, we have, oh, we've got another from this company. All right, let's see if I can't say this one yet. Il était un vernis. This one is my area of expertise, which pronouncing this is not. But this is a really pretty shade of dark green. There is a hollow component as well as a shimmer in the pink. This is a really nice shade of green. This sort of a deep evergreen is a color of green that I do like. I am going to have to do some comparisons in this color family, but this one is gorgeous. See those pink speckles throughout? I think I'm seeing some purple and maybe like a dark aqua as well. That is definitely a beautiful combination and one that we haven't run into yet. So this is going to go in the keep pile as well. From this brand, my area of expertise. Go to the keep pile. Next up, we have another Love Angeline, and this one is called Wagashi Style. And this is a very light, almost minty green. In fact, the opposite of what my camera was doing to that pink, this is actually showing up much more pigmented on camera than it is in person. It is a very washed out color. There on the wand, I think is closer to what it looks like in person, maybe. Very washed out and pale color. I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I think I'm just not as excited about this color as I have been for others. So we're going to go ahead and put that one in the D stash. That is Love Angeline's Wagashi Style. Next up, ooh, we have another from Femme Fatale. And this is another one that doesn't have its little name tag, but this is an interesting shade. This is like a deep burnt orange with a very strong fuchsia flash in it. This is really unique. Very interesting. I actually really like oranges mixed with pinks. I think I might have mentioned that before in this series. There's just something very eye-catching about having an orange with a pink flash or a pink with an orange flash. Just very, very interesting. And this combination is, like I said, rather unique because I think a lot of the other tones of orange that I have in this idea are a more summer leaning orange. So this is definitely one I don't have yet and it's going to go in the keep pile. So that is an unknown Femme Fatale. I'll have to see if I can't figure out what the name of that one is. Ooh, next up, we're going to go straight over here to this little hair polish that we've unburied. I think it's been sitting there staring at me for a couple of picks here. This one is called Cotton Candy Crush. Ooh, this is such a cute color. This is a soft, almost periwinkle purple. There's a very cute mix of these light matte blue glitters, which are one of my favorites. We also have these more golden iridescent, I think glitters. If not glitters, they're a little tiny flaky. Plus you have two different shades of pink, a fuchsia and a light baby pink. This is adorable. Very, very cute. I think this one on camera is pulling a little bit more blue, but there is some separation going on. There on the wand, I think you can see the color a little bit better. It is a soft purple. This one is definitely going in the keep pile. Hair Polish is another one of those older brands that I have been really excited to find more from because they don't make polish anymore. And this is one I definitely don't have yet, so it's going in the keep pile. That is Hair Polish Cotton Candy Crush. Next up, ooh, we've got glitter from Daily Lacquer, and this one is called Hollow 101. And this is definitely hollow. Hollow, wow. We've got these larger hollow glitters, I think in silver, gold, purple, and maybe aqua. Yeah, I think there's multiple different kinds of hollows, so you're going to get rainbows on top of rainbows. Wow. Oh yeah, definitely multiple different colors in here. So sparkly. So something's wonky with this brush, but the polish itself seems to be in pretty good shape. It's moving around nicely. So this is going to go in the keep pile as well. That is Daily Lacquer's Hollow 101. Next up, we have another Love Angeline and another one that has lost its little name tag. And I think we have another one that's kind of in that neutral, nude, almost batter-like color, but instead of glitter that was in that last one, this one has a shimmer. We've got pinks, purples, blues, a little bit of gold or orange. So this is an interesting color. I think I have kept a few in this shade range, but this one is fairly neutral in its tone. It does have a lot of sparkle in it. But this color, yeah, I just don't really see myself reaching for it. So this one's going to go in the D stash as well. That is an unknown Love Angeline. Next up, we have another from this brand, this Australian-made brand that's in French that I always butcher. We're just going to say it's from that brand, and this one is Born to be Rad. Ooh, this is a beautiful shade of purple. It has some, I think, hollow as well as shimmer. This is a really gorgeous tone. It is kind of a vibrant grape shade. Oh yeah, that is right up my alley. Very, very pretty. It's another I know I don't have yet, so that's going to go in the keep pile. That one is from Imitate Un Vernis, is about as close as I feel like I can get. And that is Born to be Rad. Next up, ooh, we've got one from Pretty Serious. This one is called Vicious Vampire, and this one is a kind of deeper lipstick red. There are these fuchsia and red glitters in here. Now, if you've watched the whole series so far, you've probably heard me say this before about reds. Reds haven't been my favorite, but this type of red has been one that I've kept multiple times because I really like the juicy berry tone that it has, which I think on this one is not really coming through very well. But you can, there you go, you can sort of see that juiciness on the neck of the bottle there. Plus it's got micro glitters, and I really like how micro glitters look in a jelly base. So this one's going to go in the keep pile as well. I know I don't have this one from this brand, and I want to see how it compares to the other red micro glitter polishes that I've kept. I can't say that I'm going to keep all of them, but I might keep a few. So this is going to go in the keep pile. That is Pretty Serious Vicious Vampire. Next up, we have a glitter from Deborah Lippmann, and this one is called Happy Birthday. And this is a glitter party in a bottle for sure. We have silver, red, green, yellow, fuchsia, orange. And apologies if you guys can hear rattling and scratching behind me. Olivia is being very playful right now. She's trying to bury herself in the tails of my sweater right now. So this one does have a lot of fun glitters in it, but it is primarily in a mix of primary colors. There are some secondary colors like the fuchsia and the aqua, but I don't know, there's just not something about this just really isn't speaking to me or calling to me. So we're going to go ahead and de-stash that one. That is Deborah Lippmann's Happy Birthday. Next up, ooh, we have an Emily DeMolly. This one is called Limited Edition 144. And this one still needs a bit more of a shake. There is some separation, but I think this is one of those gray leaning purples that I like to call chewed up grape bubblegum. There's also a really beautiful sort of shifting shimmer. I'm primarily seeing it as a green to gold. On camera, you're actually seeing it go to a bit of an orangey bronze or a brassy color there at the edge. So I'm very curious how this one will swatch. This tone of a purple is one of my favorites, and I don't think this is one that I have. Yeah, that is a very nice shade. So yeah, this is going to go in the keep pile as well. Have to work on doing a bit more shaking of this one, but it'll go in the keep pile. That is Emily DeMolly's limited edition 144. Next up, we have another Stardust polish, and this one is called Rochelle. All right, now this one sounds familiar. Aha, that would be because we already have a bottle. So we have 2 bottles of Rochelle. They seem to be basically the same polish. So I've kept one. We will destash the other. Next up, we have another Femme Fatale, and this one is a pink, also without its little name tag, but look at the shimmer in this one and the glitter. So this is a really beautiful shade of this brighter pink. You have a blue to purple shimmer in a slightly larger size, as well as some silver holographic glitters. This is absolutely gorgeous. Of course, without knowing the name, I can't be certain that I don't already own this one, but it is really beautiful. You can see on the brush there how beautiful it would look over a darker color. So I think this might be the first one going in the Do I Have It pile. That basically means that I'll be looking it up in my nail polish app to see if I already own a bottle, if I can identify it by how it looks. If not, I'll have to do some research and see if I can't figure out what the name of this one is, but we'll see if I can't figure that one out. So that is an unknown Femme Fatale. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux, and this one is called Bubba. I'm sure that's in reference to something, but it is going over my head at the moment. In any case, this is a dusty blue base with a very strong fuchsia flash in it. There's also a secondary particle in there in a slightly larger size. Here it is on the brush. Oh yeah, those sparkles are really beautiful. You can see on the wand portion where it's clear that that base has a bit of a teal lean to it as well. So this is another one that I want to see at least swatched and compared. So it's going to go in the keep pile. That is Colors by Leroux, Bubba. Next up, we've got one from Different Dimension, an older Different Dimension. This one is called Little Miss Stubborn. And this has a beautiful larger particled purple in it. I think there might be 2 different kinds of a larger particle because some of them almost look like a micro glitter, and it is in this very interesting smoky purple base. I think you can see that there on the neck of the bottle. And then here on the brush, you can see those purple twinkles. This is definitely one that I at least want to see swatched to see how I might like it. Of course, because the base is a purple and there's a purple flash, I can't really see myself hating this one, but we'll have to see how it compares to others in my collection. But that's Different Dimension, Little Miss Stubborn. Next up, we have another from Picture Polish, and this one is called Monroe. And this is a really beautiful deep burgundy shade. This right here is in line with the color of red that I first was drawn to, these deeper wine and burgundy shades. This has a scattering of some hollow as well as some blue, maybe micro glitters. Oh yeah, this is lovely. It's got a pinch of a berry fuchsia lean to it as well. Oh yeah, I think you can see that better there on the neck. That is gorgeous. This is definitely going in the keep pile. We'll have to do some sorting at the end to just double check that I didn't already get this one. Basically, I'm going to have to do that for all of the ones that I've kept just to make sure that I haven't inadvertently kept duplicate bottles, but that's going in the keep pile. That is Picture Polish Monroe. Next up, we have another Stardust polish, and this one is called Peach Blossom. Ooh, and this has a beautiful hollow in it, in a creamy peach. It's almost got a deeper tone than just a straight up peach. Not quite in the terracotta family. Yeah, maybe just a dark peach. I mean, the hollow in this is really beautiful. I also really like this tone. I don't know if you're actually able to see any of the hollow on the brush, but you can definitely see it there in the bottle. This is another one that I don't think we've run into yet, so this is going to go in the keep pile as well. That is Stardust Polish Peach Blossom. Next up, ooh, we've got another from Chaos in Crocodiles. This is another hollow, and this one is called Sleeper Cell. Ooh, this is a beautiful hollow and a lovely shade of blue. I think there might be a silver-ish sheen in there, maybe a light gold. This hollow is blindingly beautiful. Wow. So I have been keeping quite a lot of these blue hollows, but I definitely want to see how this compares. This is really stunning. Can I say beautiful any more times about a polish? But this one has such a flashy, flashy hollow. Definitely going in the keep pile. That is Chaos and Crocodile's Sleeper Cell. Next up, we have a Rescue Beauty Lounge, and this one is called Lotus Elise. Now, this is a beautiful magenta shade. It's got these larger particled shimmers in gold, red, and fuchsia. That is going to be super, super sparkly on the nail. Oh yeah, this tone is so juicy as well, kind of like a deep raspberry. Oh yeah, that is a gorgeous color. I'm trying to decide how this would compare to a summer shade of pink. It could look a little bit deeper around the edges, but I don't think we have this one yet, so this is going to go in the keep pile. That is Rescue Beauty Lounge, Lotus Elise. Next up, we've got another from this brand, FNUG, and this one is called Front Row, and this is a dusty purple. Kind of in that same family of ones that I call Chewed Up Grape Bubblegum, where it's a gray leaning purple. This one is, though, in a different tone compared to the one from Emily Damali. The Emily Damali is more on the gray side, whereas the FNUG is a little bit more on the dusty purple side. In any case, it is a really pretty cream color. Still not too sure about the actual name of the brand. But yeah, that is a nice tone. I do tend to get this kind of polish a lot, so I will have quite a few ones to compare this to, but we'll go ahead and put it in the keep pile since I know I don't have it from this brand yet. So that is FNUG Front Row. Next up, I think we have another new to me brand. This one is Cindy Pop, and this is called Mrs. Duck. This is a very cute and unique mix. We have this, I was going to say white Crelly, but it almost could be like a very light, pale yellow. I actually can't quite tell. But look at that very cute glitter mix. We have these yellows and cornflower blues. There's some hollow in a couple of different colors. This is a very, very cute mix. Here's a better look at the combination of glitters. We've got hollow and matte. See those cornflower blue ones and the little matte yellows. And then that interesting mix of like almost a lavender purple holographic. That is a really cute combination and an instance where I actually like the addition of the soft yellows. So we're going to go ahead and add this to the keep pile. Again, it is a new to me brand, so I know I don't have this one. That is Cindy Pop, Mrs. Duck. Next up, we have another Love Angeline, and this one is called No Dot About It. This is another Crelly with a fun mix of glitters. Now on this one, I can't actually tell if this is the intended color or if some of the brighter neon glitters have bled into the base. But in any case, what it is now is sort of this peachy, creamy base with some hollow and matte glitters. I'm seeing neons and holographic. So this is another instance where I'm trying to decide if this is a color I could see myself wearing. It is rather bleached out. And I think, again, for this type of a color, I'm just not as excited about it as I have been for a lot of the other ones. So this is going to go in the D stash. That is Love Angeline's No Dot About It. Next up, we have another new to me brand. This is Nail Mail Besties. And there is no name on this little guy. But let's see what we have here. This is a soft gray leaning blue with some purple shimmer. There are some circle glitters in a matte white, a watermelon pink, and some silver hollow. So this is definitely a unique polish. I think there might even be some flakies of some kind in there. See there on the brush. Yeah, I think for this one, I want to at least see how it would swatch on. This could be a really cute accent nail, and it's definitely not like any polish that I have in my collection. So that's going to go in the keep pile. We'll have to see if I can't figure out what the name of the polish is, but that is an unknown Nail Mail Besties. Next up, we have Occult Nails, and this is a Perfecting Base Coat. They're Get It On Perfecting Base Coat, and this one is actually seeing some better days. Oh my, it might actually be completely dried out. Oh, wow, yeah. rather dried out, so that's fine. It looks like it was mostly used up, so this is going to go in the trash, but we've actually gotten a handful of this base coat that I've already kept that were in perfect pristine condition, so not too bad. That one's going to go straight in the garbage. Next up, we have a Love Angeline, and this one is called Amuse Bouche, and this is a cute bubblegum pink. Now, I've been surprising myself lately at actually liking some of these bubblegum pinks, because if you'd asked me last year or even a few months ago if I would want to keep a bubblegum pink, I probably would have squinched my nose up at you and said, no, thank you. But I've actually been keeping a lot, and this is another one that's going to go in the keep pile. I like this tone for some reason, and it's got a nice mix of this large particled shimmer. Mainly it's coming off as a gold on camera, but in person I am seeing pinks and greens as well. Here we have it on the brush and wand. Looks like it's going to be a slightly squishy formula. Yeah, that's just got some beautiful twinkles, and I like the color, so we're going to add that to the keep pile. That is Love Angeline's Amuse Bouche. Ooh, I see another Illamasqua. Ooh, and it's got glitter. This one is called Glitterati. So this one is in a berry leaning deep red. There are some hollow glitters in a variety of sizes. I think they're mostly silver, but there might be some red as well. Yeah, down there, I'm pretty sure some of them are red. So since I didn't own any from this brand prior to this haul, I know I don't have this one. And this kind of a color, like I've mentioned before, is one of my favorites. So this is going to go in the keep pile. Actually, I don't know if on the wand and brush you can actually see the color very well at all, but I think you might be able to see some of those twinkles from the glitter. Here on the neck of the bottle, I think you can kind of see that tone a little bit better. That squishy berry base. Yeah, very, very pretty. Definitely going in the keep pile. So that one was Illamasqua's Glitterati. Next up, we have a Dolish polish, and this one is called Purple Rain. And this is a white leaning soft purple with a load of these purple glitters in a variety of finishes, tones, and sizes. There's also, I think, an iridescent component, or maybe a holographic, maybe both. Yeah, I think there's hollow in here for sure. This is a very cute speckled polish. Yeah, that's adorable. Kind of reminds me of a smoothie for some reason. It's one I don't think I have, but the name definitely sounds familiar. But it is that kind of a name where I'm pretty sure multiple brands have one in this name. So we're going to put this in the Do I Have It pile and just see if I own it already. That is Dolish Polish Purple Rain. Next up, ooh, we've got another Emily DeMolly, and this one is called Illumine. Ooh, and we have another purple hollow. Wow, this is beautiful. This one also has at least 2 other components in there. I'm seeing a smaller fuchsia shimmer and then a larger shimmer particle that is also fuchsia. So this has twinkles on top of the hollow. Of course, as a purple fan, I really like this one. Although I have been keeping quite a lot of purple hollows, even just from this haul here. So we're going to have lots to compare. I'm curious how the different tones will compare, as well as the formulas and all that. But this is going in the keep pile. That is Emily DeMolly's Illumine. Next up, we have a Girly Bits, and this one is called Just Can't Get Enough. And it is a one-of-a-kind polish. Ooh, that's neat. So this one is a party in a bottle. I think on camera you're mainly seeing that teal wash across the face. It is all in this charcoal base with some hollow, with some micro multichrome flakies, some larger holographic glitter maybe. This has a lot going on. So since this is a one-of-a-kind polish, I know I don't own this one. This is going to go in the keep pile for sure. That is Girly Bits Just Can't Get Enough. Next up, ooh, we've got one from Polish, and this one is called Pianos Filled with Flames. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen their labels like this, where they have the name of the polish right under the brand name, but it's definitely a polish that I don't have. This one is a deep red with some red glitters, some smaller gold, maybe holographic glitters, some even smaller pink micro glitters, and I think there might be shimmer on top of that. I'm seeing some silver holographic as well. This is a beautiful combination. Oh, and it's got that berry in the base. Look at that. Sort of that plummy berry jelly base. That is really, really pretty. There on the brush and wand, you can see some of those twinkles and particles. Yeah, this is my kind of polish for sure, and definitely one that I don't have yet, so that's going in the keep pile as well. That is Polish Pianos Filled with Flames. Next up, ooh, we've got one of these older, maybe middle range, actually I'm not sure, Love Angelines. So the other ones that we've been getting from them so far are these older ones that have the sticker labels, but a few of them that we've gotten are in these larger round bottles. This one is called Magic Cape, and this one is a soft gray with some silver holographic and some pink holographic glitters. That's actually a very cute little mix. Pretty unique to my collection as well. I'm very curious how this is going to look on the nail. I think I'm going to like how those glitters look in there. I think some of them might be a matte white as well. It's one I'm pretty sure I don't have yet, so this will go in the keep pile as well. That is Love Angeline's Magic Cape. Next up, we have another Rescue Beauty Lounge, and this one is called 360. And this appears to be one of their cream polishes in a teal. No, I take that back. There's actually a very subtle shimmer in there. Very, very subtle. Let's take a peek at this on the brush. It's kind of a like slate green with a pinch of blue. That's a very pretty color. It's one I don't think we've gotten yet, so we're going to add this to the keep pile. Again, at the end of all of this, we will do some sorting just to make sure that I didn't already get this one. But that is Rescue Beauty Lounge's 360. Next up, I think we have another new to be brand. This is Wonder Beauty Products, and this is Grammy Girl. And we have a glitter party. We've got these deeper purple glitters in a larger hex size as well as some smaller sizes. We've got silver metallic and a soft green metallic. I think there might be a burgundy, yeah, like burgundy glitter. Wow, those purple and burgundy I've never seen before in glitter. At least that tone of a deep purple, and the burgundy especially is really unique. So the combination is definitely one I've not seen yet. Here it is on the brush. I think on the wand portion you can see one of those burgundy glitters there. Yeah, very interesting mix. Because it is such a unique one and it's a new to me brand, this is going to go in the collection, at least until I can do some swatches and see how I might like it over some colors. But that is Wonder Beauty Products, Grammy Girl. Next up, we've got another from FNUG. Ooh, and we've got a holo. This one is called Fantastica. And I'm trying to decide if this is a straight up silver. No, it's definitely not a straight up silver. There's like a soft green quality to this. Very interesting. I'm going to have to see how this compares to the other shades that I have in my collection, but I don't think I have anything that is this soft of a almost spring green. And the holo on this, as long as that translates to the nail, that is very impressive. So it's another one I know I don't have. That is FNUG's Fantastica, going in the keep pile. Next up, ooh, we've got another from Emily Damali. This one, ooh, it's one of her limited editions, number 17. So this is a beautiful mix of fuchsia and magenta, ooh, and purple glitters. It seems like it might be in a clear base or maybe a squishy base. Yeah, we've got a squishy berry base there. Look at all the twinkles. We've got hollow and metallic. You can see all the different shades of purples and pinks. So as I've mentioned before, when I've gotten these low number limited editions, Emily Damali is a brand that I purchase from quite regularly, but most of the polishes that I've gotten in their limited editions have been at least in the triple digits, not in these single or double digits. So I've found, I think, a few in the like number 1 through 5, and a few in these double digits. So very excited to be able to add them to my collection. Pretty sure this is another one that I don't already have, so it's going in the keep pile. That is Emily Damali's limited edition 17. Next up, we have one from UNT. This one is MQ085. And this one is a cream formula in kind of a purple leaning gray charcoal. It's definitely not that chewed up grape bubblegum shade of purple though. It's more like a deep, dusty blue leaning purple. That is interesting. Yeah, I think on the brush it's less of a purple tone. I don't know if any of that purple quality is coming through on camera, but I want to at least see how this one would swatch and how it would compare to maybe some grays, some purples, and see where it falls. It's one I know I don't have, so that's going to go in the keep pile. That is UNT's MQ085. I do wish those ones had names. Next up, ooh, we've got one from Stella Chroma. I don't think we've run into too many from this brand in this haul. I think maybe only one or maybe two other bottles. This one is called Periwinkle in Time. Ooh, oh, this is a Hella Handmade Creations from March 2018. Nice. So I don't know if I have this one. I was shopping Polish Pickup in 2018, but I don't remember when I discovered Hella Handmade Creations. So this one, if I don't have it, it's definitely going in the collection. You've got a beautiful larger particled linear hollow, and inside that I'm seeing larger particled shimmers in pinks and aquas. That is really, really gorgeous. So the tone is definitely in a periwinkle, and I absolutely love that. Periwinkles and blurples, indigos, cornflowers, all of those different shades that mix purple and blue are up there in my favorites, as well as purples. So this is going in the Do I Have It pile, just to make sure that I don't already own a bottle. So that is Stella Chroma's Periwinkle in Time. Next up, we've got another from this brand, Illitate un Vernis, and this is Peace, Love, and Chill. Ooh, this is a beautiful shade of green. It's kind of that brighter jungle summer green, and it is absolutely gorgeous. There is some hollow in here as well as a larger particled shimmer. This tone, you guys, is gorgeous. Oh yeah, look at that. It's so vivid and bright. That is absolutely stunning. One I know I don't have either, so this is for sure going in the collection. That is Illitate un Vernis, Peace, Love, and Chill. Next up, we've got a Butter London, and this one is called Knackered. Ooh, this is a beautiful shimmery duochrome. You've got maybe even a multi-chrome actually. You've got this green to pink, purple, and gold. Oh yeah, definitely a multi-chrome. You've got a micro glitter in a hollow. Wow. So I know the name sounds familiar. Oh, there's actually even aqua at certain angles. The name definitely sounds familiar, but I don't know if that's just because I've heard of the polish before. So this is going to go in the Do I Have It pile. I'll see if I already own a bottle. If not, this is going in the collection. So that's Butter London's Knackered. All right, two more should get us to 60 bottles for this video. We've got another Butter London, and this one is called Fishwife. All right, that name definitely sounds familiar, but again, I don't know if that's just because I've heard of the name before or if I've run across it before. This one is in a light green with hollow. So this is another one that's going to go in the Do I Have It pile to see if I already have a bottle. If not, it'll go in the keep pile. So that's Butter London's Fishwife. All right, one more. Who should we close it out with? Let's do this one here. I am seeing another Illamasqua, and this one is called Radium. And oh my goodness, this is definitely a vivid, bright, yellow leaning green. Very unique. I mean, it's definitely not limey. It's not a light green. It's almost in that family of like a tennis ball yellow green. There is a green shimmer in there as well. I don't know if you guys can see that little green twinkle in there. This is for sure incredibly unique to my collection. Kind of reminds me of maybe some of the shades of neons, except there's a shimmer particle in this as well. I actually want to see how I might like this on. Kind of falls, to me anyways, into that prugly range, and I'm curious if I might like it, but I can't make any promises, but I'd like to at least give it a shot. So that is Illamasqua's Radium, going in the keep pile. All right, and that is 60 polishes for part number 32. Wow. So we definitely have at least 2 more videos down here in this tote. Let me know down below which ones were your favorites. We ran into quite a lot of good ones in this one. A few really nice Butter Londons, a couple of crow's toes. That hair polish for sure is up there in my favorites of this video. But we got a lot of really good ones and a lot of new to me brands. We had a handful of those Emily DeMolly's as well. As always, hopefully you guys had a good time hanging out with me and looking at beautiful polish. If you're new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.